Oh, what is gone on here? Oh, there we go. Please let this be working. Oh, pants. I don't know what I'm doing tonight, gang. I really don't. Fingers crossed this is working. Okay, I look at puzzled and perplexed. So, hopefully you girls can see me. Oh, a couple of weeks away and I haven't got the foggiest what I'm doing. Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela. I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady and I'm back crazy and brain cells not working. So, fingers crossed you girls can now see me. Hey, so let's see who we've got in. Let's swap my chat over quick to live chat. Right, so first up, a little bit of channel information. We've got a new pattern over on the Revelry shop. It is for something I will show you in a few moments. But before we start that, I'm going to say hello to Katrina, hello Teresa, hello Kaz, welcome in girls. Hopefully you can see me now. Do me a favour, one of you, just say, yeah, we can see you, yes, it's working, because I had to do a whole refresh on my, well, not refresh, sorry, my computer wanted to update. And we all know what happens when it updates. That updates and my brain cell doesn't. Teresa is saying she's late for an important day. And Katrina is saying, oh, hi guys. Right, so it looks like it's working. Hopefully you guys are alright, and it looks like I've got one heck of a delay. Right, okay, so first things up. Over on the Revelry shop, there is, yay, sweet. And you can hear me as well, thank you for that, girls. Right, so Teresa is saying, yes, it's working, and yes, we can see and hear you. I've got a mega delay, mind. Right, so, give me a second. I need to put this on. Don't take a drink, because I don't want you spitting it everywhere. Right. Oh, camera. Here's the latest pattern. Good thing about having Dip Dazzle eyes, it makes it look even funnier. Right, okay. So this is the pattern that is newly released up on the channel. Because of course this week we have got, I'm going to have to move it, put my glasses on because I can't see a thing. This week over in the UK we have got Red Nose Day. And Red Nose Day is hosted on a BBC on Friday the 18th, and it starts at 7:30. So I decided, you know what, it would be a bit of fun to make myself a nose. So there is a pattern already up on the Revelry shop. Fingers crossed they haven't removed it again, because I did earlier, because I put promotion typey thing on it. I'll remove it in a minute. It looks like a giant pimple, doesn't it? But what was I saying? Yeah, so if you fancy purchasing the pattern, it's a couple of quid, and 75% of that will be getting donated to Red Nose Day, and that'll be accumulated up between any sales that are made between now and the end of next month. Okay, and then I will donate it over to them. And the reason for the 75% is, of course, there's taxes and other bits and pieces that I'll get charged per time the sale, the pattern is bought, if you decide to buy it. But if you can't afford to do it at the moment, that's perfectly fine as well. The pattern will be available to you anyway. There'll be a tutorial out tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the evening. So welcome in Amy, welcome in HD. Sorry I didn't get to say hello to you a little bit earlier. So yeah, there was a quick picture of this was actually put up over on, where was it? Instagram earlier on in the week, but minus the eyes. It's got jiggly wiggly eyes. Okay, so who am I missing? Katrina's saying Paul. I don't understand that one. Sorry, darling. Amy's saying good evening, everybody. And Jennifer's in with hello Angela and everybody. Teresa's saying hi to Amy. Silver Wings are welcome in, darling. She's saying hey. Knitting Purple are welcome in, darling. She's saying evening everybody. And Teresa's saying hi to Dinky. Right, so yeah, I'm going to sit here with my pimple on my head for a minute. For the girls that have just stepped through the door and thought, what on earth is she wearing? This is, oh, my red nose. Because, of course, BBC have got their Red Nose Day 2022 coming up this Friday. Oh, this is not working. This Friday on BBC One at 7:30 GMT. And, of course, this has been an ongoing charity and it's been going for donkey's years. And donkeys years. And I absolutely love it. But it'll possibly be the last time I get to watch it live. Because we're changing our internet and TV supply soon, and it means that we won't be getting BBC channels, so we won't have to pay the TV licence, which would be good because we don't watch BBC that often, and if we do, it's normally Red Nose Day and something on at Christmas. And I'm not being horrible, I'm paying out for a TV licence of about £150+ for 2 TV programmes. It's just not worth it. So let's see who else is in. Hello Sky, welcome in, darling. And Katrina is saying she hit the wrong button. Oops, hopefully you're back now, babes. Silver is saying hello to everybody in chat. And Teresa's saying hi, Crystal. Alright, that's going to confuse me because I'm calling her Sky and you guys call her Crystal. Oh, this will be fun, this will be fun. Right, so what have you girls been up to this past couple of weeks? Because, of course, I haven't been on a live to annoy you for a little while, have I? So I've just eaten dinner, so up comes the burps. Right, the other items, I've got a couple of other items to show you as well. But I'll slow feed it to you, I suppose. Right, so everybody's still saying hello to everybody, which is cool. And Katrina's back. Sweet. Right, so what have you girls been crocheting, or what are you drinking? Are you getting tipsy on a Tuesday? Or are you being sensible and drinking something else so that your stitch count don't go off and your blankets don't turn out wonky? Crystal is saying she's making hats, blankets and washcloths. Crikey, busy bee. Right, okay, so let's do a little bit of a recap. A couple of weeks ago, of course, I'd shown you up to week 8 of a stitch a week. Now, for any of you girls that don't know what the stitch a week is, it's where I'm showing you a different stitch each week and we're making a little sample square. And then once we've got a decent amount of them, we're going to attach them together and possibly make a blanket. But of course, you can choose to do something else with them. You might decide you want to make a little bag. You might want to make the blanket. You might want to make cushion covers. You can make a shawl. You can make so many different things. One of my crazies is actually making washcloths. So she is reading the description box. She is working out what the stitch count is for it. And there's, of course, in the bottom of each of the box, the description boxes, there is a list of how many stitches we need and what the stitch repeats are and things like that. So if you wish to upsize, you can. And of course, you girls had a scene up to week 8 on our lives. So I've got week 9 and week 10 sitting here waiting for you. Where are we? So Teresa's making blankets and shawls. Katrina's on blankets. Teresa's just drinking iced tea. And Jennifer is finishing sewing in ends on her socks at 2 AM this morning. She finished sewing in ends on her socks at 2 AM this morning. You're as bad as me, woman. Sitting up till the middle of the night just to finish something off. Oh, Silver, you're making me all jealous, girl. She is drinking coffee and she's making a cardigan for the garden in the summer. Sorry, first time I read that, it was like I thought you were sitting in the garden. But yeah, oh, I can't wait. I must admit, I've nearly finished that cat jumper. I showed it sneakily the other day on the live, on Sunday's live. Not live, sorry, Sunday's Whips, Bits and Chat. So I realised after the fact that I'd done the wrong stitch around the neck here. So I've got to strip that little bit back, do it as the pattern says, and then it'll be finished. So that pattern release will be out sometime next week. Oh, you've all gone quiet. Right, okay, so let's get on with a stitch a week. So the stitch a week 9 is the double V stitch. And it has a border worked with it as well. So that's this one here. That is the double V stitch a week number 9. Okay, so hold on. Purple's just popped up and gone. She's drinking tea and itching to start something new, but she has too many whips on the go. I'm gonna start. I've started doing a Friday thing where I pick up a project and try and finish it on a Friday. Whether it carries on like that or not, I really don't know. But my main one is trying to get these stitch a week square videos done because they take so long. It takes you 20 minutes to half an hour to make one. It takes like 3 hours to make the video. Okay, Louisa is in. She's saying hi to everybody. Hello, darling. Jennifer is drinking a pure juice, eating garlic bread starter and knitting a beanie. The March calendar challenge. Ooh. Silver is doing a treble and half double. This is a cardigan that works up quite quick. Cool. And Teresa is saying to Purple, me too. I think we're all in the same boat. We've got about, I don't know, I've given up looking in the whip bag. There is whips in there that have been whips for years. Okay. Zara, welcome in, darling. She's saying hello, Angela, and everyone in chat. Fingers crossed I said your name correctly there, babes. And Katrina is just looking on Ravelry. Right, so as she's mentioned the Ravelry again, and we've had some new people in, does that mean I've got to put my latest pattern back on, girls? If it is, say yes and I'll do it. I'll be that daft. I'll do it again and again and again if needs be. Right, but while I'm waiting for you to say yes or no. Right, and next, oh crikey, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, this will teach me for not putting the names on. That's my little labels. Right, okay, so today's stitch that came out, fingers crossed I don't muck up anything and knock us all off. Right, so this week's stitch a week is called the block stitch. Now this stitch is I've done in 3 different ways. Okay, it's still the same stitch, but it's just you're swapping around the amount of double crochets within each block. So let's get this round the right way. Right, our first one up is our blocks made with 3 double crochets. Okay, the next one up is made with 4 double crochets, and the final one is made with 5 double crochets. And as you can see, oh, can't even work out which way is which, that way. As you can see, they all look the same or very, very similar. It is just a case of how many double crochets you've got within each block system, but they are all the same, or they all come under the same name. So because they all come under the same name, I thought, oh, I might as well put them in the same video. So for any of you girls that are doing the stitch a week, I'm sorry, I'm evil, but you did have last week off. Unless of course you're one of my gorgeous 7 and then you're like, no, she's given us 4 borders. Okay, so Zara is saying that she's knitting a sweater with cables. It's a Yarnspirations pattern. And Crystal Sky is saying she's to Knit in Purple that she's got 4 active and about 10 in timeout. Yeah, we all know that one. Right, okay, so as I said to you, these were the Stitch of Weeks, which is of course the block stitch, and then tomorrow, and then we've got this next one here. Ooh. Now this is of course my Red Nose Day. The pattern is already up on Revelry. There is a link on the chat box for you, so if you wanted to pop over and grab that one, you can. It's a couple of quid. 75% of any money raised from you girls purchasing the pattern I will send over to a Red Nose Day Collections, and that is until the end of next month. Once the end of next month comes on, then I'll cut off the donations, tell you girls how much it raised, if it raised anything, and we can go from there. And then I'll send it all in and make it all legit and stuff. So that is it there. Oh no, I've got googly eyes. But this one's pretty cool because you don't just have to use it for Red Nose Day. You can make it in black. It also, the written pattern also comes in 2 sizes. You've got the adult and you've got the kids. But it means you can make it in red for Red Nose Day, or for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at Christmas. Then of course you can make it in black for little mice and all sorts of other things, or make a large one, give it to the kid and call him a clown. So it's a pretty useful pattern to have. So that one's that, and of course the tutorial for that is actually out tomorrow at 4 PM. So if you're not up for purchasing the pattern, don't worry about it, you can still make it, and make sure you send me in the photos as well. And Knit in Purple said she cheated, she redid the first 4 squares with the new stitch count. So did I, Purple. I've got on the Stitch a Week, I've got the first 4 squares with their borders, and another set of the first 4 squares in the actual stitch size, the proper size. So I've got 8 for those first 4. Yeah, so I'm collecting extra squares. So, but it gives everybody the opportunity, doesn't it, to choose whether they want to do it with a border or as a standalone like you've done. So that is that for. And Louise is saying that she's finished a bunny cupcake and she's trying to finish up some of the things that she started but didn't finish. Yes, Teresa, you could make it for a big red-nosed reindeer as well. Yeah, absolutely ideal. It's, as I said, it's super quick. The video took me 4 hours to make, edit, upload. But in total, I knocked out 3 of these the other evening. Because I made the red, well not 3, sorry, 2. I made the large red one and the small red one, which I've left in the other room. I made those 2 up last night within an hour. And they don't take up a great deal of yarn, although the pattern says 1 skein of yarn. It's just a case of buy 1 skein and or find some. You probably, I didn't even weigh it. I'm really bad, I should have done really. Yes, Katrina, you could also make the Stitch a Weeks into blankets as well. One of the girls I know has decided to do that. She's not doing it with every single stitch. She's just doing the ones that are thicker, so if they're less lacy, because she's using them and donating them to a cat sanctuary, so that she's making them into cat blankets. Yay, Sabrina, welcome in, babes. She's saying hello, lovely, crazy, and everybody. She's just woken up, and dinner is cooking, but she's also here. You feeling a bit better now, babes? Or are you still a bit? Teresa is saying hello to Sabrina. Right, and then my, oh, that's it, drop it all on the floor. Right, So the other project I picked up and I started running with again that I haven't played with for about a month. I've been really bad. Is of course this gorgeous pattern. The design is by Courtney at Fiberfox Studios. Now, of course, I was really lucky. I won 30 of her patterns a couple of months ago now. And so far, I've done not much. Now, the plan is that this is going to end up being a runner, either on the bed or by the time I'm finished, it'll probably be summertime, which means our fake leather sofas will be sticking to our bottoms, so it will end up running along the seat pads on the sofa, so at least then my bum won't get stuck. So that's the hope anyway, if I get it done in time, and then during the winter months it can go up on the bed, because they're about the same length, aren't they? She says, hopefully. So the amount I've done so far since I sat back down is from here. I don't know if you can see it. I can't see my excuse me, there we go. Oh yes, you can. Yeah, so it's from this little green piece of thread here. So I've done that much in about the last 2 days, so it's not been major. It's only been sitting and doing it in the evening outside of other projects, but I'm getting there, gang. I am getting there, and I think it's on 4th or 5th repeat now. So I'm actually quite liking it, sitting it both ways. It looks really nice. Well, at least I think it does. And that is pattern number 40. She's got the tutorial over on her channel, and the written pattern is, of course, up on her Revelry shop. If I remember, I will pop a link into this description box of this video when it goes into replay for you girls, if you want it, or if you haven't already got it. Teresa is saying that she's glad to see that I'm feeling better. Yeah, it's just a case of feeling very lethargic and knackered, and when I'm like that, I'm a right grumpy git. So I've overdosed myself on coffee today, so that I'm here and I'm alert enough, she says, just about. Sabrina is saying that she's still unwell. She won't be eating. Glad to be here and seeing you though. You've got to eat something, babe, otherwise you just don't get better. I'll tell that boy of yours to shovel it down. Force feed the mummy, force feed her. Thank you, Sabrina. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. It's working up beautifully. Thank you, Silver. And Teresa is saying that she's sorry you're not feeling well, Sabrina. And Louisa says, oh wow, that's beautiful. It is. I've been really, really lucky. The yarn has worked in my favour. It really has. I'm using an Aldi. The blue is an Aldi. Just an Aldi DK. I had a pack of 4, so I'm hoping that'll be enough and it'll do the length. And then the multicoloured section is a cake, which is, I've got 2 of them, thankfully. Oh. Right, so it is this cake here. Now this one is the papaya cake, and I'm not 100% sure if the colourway is right, but I've got it down as a wood nymph, and you can actually get the same colourway in Mandela yarns as well. Okay, so it's the same because it's made in the same factory and everything. Yeah, so I've got that much left. It's about a third left, I think, or maybe less. But yeah, that's a 150 gram ball, so they're not too bad. And it's definitely working out well. But I think I'm on to my second ball of 100 gram now. So just get the ball that fell out on the floor. There we go. And I've got that much left. So I'm going to be pulling out another blue one for this evening once we get off of here, because then I will start working on that again once we're finished here. Oh no, Burble, not a cat. Cats are a nightmare. I love them. I just haven't got one at the moment. Thank you, Jennifer. She's saying the blanket is beautiful. And Teresa is saying she's still working on her king-size mosaic. And Joanne said, Yeah, it's Joanne. Joanne says that she loves the unicorn. Thank you ever so much, darling. Yeah, I decided I wanted to change the background a little bit. Put a couple of the older items on both of these patterns, whether it be the corner to corner or the unicorn cushion. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, the unicorn cushion. Both of those are the written patterns are over on the Revelry shop, and there are also tutorials over like on the channel as well. I can't remember the numbers though, I'm sorry gang. They've been up for quite a while. They're a couple of years old now, the pair of them. But yeah, I must admit that was my first corner to corner that I'd made on the channel, because I'd made it once before, and my crazies are right back at the beginning went, we love it, can you do us a tutorial? And I was like, I've done the poppy tutorial, but I wasn't really planning on doing tutorials back then. So I ended up doing the unicorn tutorial and that one there, and then of course that one came up later. Hello darling. So Joanne's like, oh hello. Thank you Teresa, she's saying that's a very pretty mosaic. Now remember, the mosaic was from Courtney at Fiberfox Studios and is number 40. The pattern is available over on her Revelry shop, and of course she's got the video tutorial on her page as well. So I've found it really lovely working alongside her with this one, because I've got the written pattern there. I've printed out the page that I need with the instructions on. Not the picture, just the instructions. I just printed out that one page, and I had it running, I was working it alongside the video for the first 2 repeats, and then the 3rd repeat I didn't watch Courtney's video. The 4th I didn't watch Courtney's video, but then of course I had a gap, so I've forgotten what I was doing. So I went back to watching Courtney's video for this last repeat that I'm working on at the moment, but it's starting to come back to me now. So it really is easy to do if you can work in a front post, front loop and back loop, and you know how to double crochet and you know how to single crochet. That's a US terms of course. Then you'll be able to do that blanket. It is that simple. It looks really complicated, but I know. If only I hadn't met Courtney and I hadn't won them pounds, I might have given it a go and had a couple of goes at making some of the tutorials as well, because I've got a feeling they'd be a little bit quicker than these corner to corner jobbies that you lot all seem to know me for. Pretty much. Joanne is still trying to finish her soccer ball a corner to corner. You'll get there, girl, you'll get there. And Katrina is saying somehow she stitched the wrong end. Laugh out loud. Of what? What were you making that you've done the wrong end to? Or are you talking about your mosaic? Sabrina, I don't blame you, darling. They are absolutely gorgeous. They are so easy to work with, but it depends on if you just want the chart or if you want the stitch breakdown, so the row by row. You're gonna have to, when you go over, if you want the write-up, you need to look for that as well, because some of her charts are chart only and not words as well. I haven't got the pattern here, so I can't show you like one row. Otherwise I would have done. Give me a nudge tomorrow, babes, and I will show you one row. And just so you can see how she writes it up. See if you understand it. And Jennifer is saying hello to Joanne. And Teresa is saying happy early birthday, Sabrina. Oh yeah, happy birthday. And Silver is saying, can we get a link, please? What are you thinking? A link to the to her Revelry shop, or a link just to her channel? So I'll do that now for you, as long as you don't mind me shutting up for a few seconds. Where have we gone? Where have we gone? On there. I don't know why it's done that, but hopefully it'll bring her through. Yep. Right, okay, so. Alright, get the right thingy. There we go. Copy that. Paste it in. Right, the first one up is going to be to Fiberfox Studios YouTube page. Oh, I can't spell tonight, gang. I really can't spell. And then I will sort it out in a second and get her Revelry link for you. I've just got to make sure when she doesn't start talking. Where is it? Where's your shop gone, honey? That one. Okay, so her shop isn't a Ravelry, sorry, it's an Etsy. Okay, so the second one in here will be Etsy. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Right, so that is that one. And the next one up is her Etsy, if it's let me do it. Hopefully it has. So both of those are in for you. And as I said, the pattern for that one is a number 40. Right. Right, so Lacey sneaked in. Hello, darling. Welcome in. Sabrina's saying she could be charts. Lovely. As I said, number 40 is both, but she has got over 40 patterns on her channel, and also in her shop. And of course, some of them are chart only. So it's just a case of if you know you're okay with charts, then that's fine. So Joanne is saying that she finished her mosaic soccer ball, but it looks like a blimp rather than a soccer ball. Oh, pants. Can you add extra detail to it just by sewing the detail on? Sort of a little bit like when people do cross stitch and they do the outside border and stuff like that. Could you not do the same, Joanne? Because I don't know what it looks like. I'm just second guessing. Steph is in. She's saying hello to me and hello to everybody. Right, okay, so Silver, Danny, it's down below in the comments. And Louisa, I think I just jumped in just before you popped yours in. So there is a link above your comment now to Fiberfox Studios YouTube, and of course a Fiberfox Studios Etsy shop where you could get that pattern. And there's both the tutorial and the written pattern for that one. Yep, so we're all sorted, we're all happy on that. And for anyone that's just walked in and wondered what on earth we were talking about, got to get the pattern up the right way. It's this one here. Hello. That one is Fiberfox's and number 40. So for me, as I said, I've used an Audi blue. So I can't give you any more information than it's an Audi dark blue. And the papaya cake in Wood Nymph. But of course you can also get the Wood Nymph in a mandala as well. So if you're not in the UK, that's what you can do. That's okay, Louisa. Normally I would pop that information into the comment section of this video later anyway, so it just means now I've got to remember where it is to drag it off. Okay. Right, they came up, the links, I mean. Fingers crossed. Hopefully you've got those, darling. If you haven't, don't worry. I'll pop back to this video later. They'll be in the description box. Oh, bless you, cotton, Sabrina. Sabrina is saying she can't remember what for, but she's But she has an order from a secret yarn stash, but remembering what yarn and what for at the moment is too much work for her poor brain. Oh, bless your cottons. I can't help you with that one, darling, because I know what you've been making, and I know that you got that the other day, but I don't remember you saying anything. But of course, me with my brain cell, I'd have to go and check our messages. Oh, thank you ever so much, Teresa. You know what I'm like for forgetting to remind you girls. Teresa is saying, hey guys, let's not forget the thumbs up. That would be absolutely brilliant if you could. Hopefully then it will give give YouTube the opportunity to sort of knock on a couple of other people's doors. But at the moment it's saying there is 15 of you viewing. Whoa, I haven't had such large numbers in a little while. Actually, I haven't been on for a little while, so that's probably why. Right, okay, so that was that one. Am I going to reverse backwards and go stitch a week, block stitch, 3 different types? That video came out today. So that's there if you're following along with a stitch a week, or you're looking for a couple of new stitches to play around with. Yes, handmade, and it's turned out beautiful. I really do wish it was my own pattern, but it's not. Yes, Sabrina, that's fine. Either later on tonight, my brain will probably be shutting down once this live is over, though. So, but you know what my brain's like when it starts shutting down. So either tonight or tomorrow, babes. Either or. So, yeah, thank you ever so much for that, handmade. Yeah, I can't. It sounds horrible. I'm really thoroughly enjoying making that, but I want to get it done. I want to get it finished. I want to see what it's going to look like, and when it's done, when it's laid out. And I get to a certain point within all of my projects where I go, right, I've had enough. I just want it done, just so I can see what it looks like, and then I can move on. I've already got ideas on the next one that I want to make of hers as well. But that's going to be one heck of an undertaking. It's the one pattern that I was like, if I ever manage to work out how to do it and get my head around it, that's the pattern I wanted to do. And it's called the Native something. Oh, what's it called? Let's go back to there. Sorry, gang. You know what I'm like. I've got it in my head, so I've got to find it now. Where are you? There we go. It's her Native Bliss mosaic crochet shawl. It's probably about the same width as the one I'm doing at the moment, and it'll probably be about the same length, but it's got about 4 or 5 different charts easily with it, so there's 4 or 5 different patterns, and it's got a really cool border as well. So, and that's the one that I desperately want to do, and I've got that one. I'm so chuffed. I'd said when I won, I said, I just want that one. And she went, no, you've got 30. That's not meant to be on there. And I'm like, but. And she's gone, go on then, you can have that one. And just, so I chose in total out of the 30, I chose 20. And she went, no, I'm not letting you get away with it. And she brought it up to the 30. Which is evil toe rag. I love her to bits, but she's evil. Yeah, so of course with that, that's the one that I want to make up next, and it's just a case of finding the right yarns for it, because this one that I've done, it's just shocking how beautiful it's turned out. I'm just so shocked with it. Hey, you've all gone quiet, gang. Is my chat stopped? No, we're still going. That's good. Sorry, I'd swapped screens, so I was like, I'm talking to my screen. Is it even working? Right, okay, Sabrina, put down any food. Make sure you can't cough anything up or spit anything up, but this is a pattern that you need to do. Okay, you need this one, you do, Sabrina. You need it. Are you ready? Because it's comic relief on Friday, have you remembered? So this pattern is available now on the Revelry shop for a couple of quid. Anything made off of that, 75% will be donated to Comic Relief. But don't panic, you don't have to buy it. The pattern itself will actually be out as a tutorial on tomorrow at 4 o'clock GMT. Right, so Louisa, if you're saying that you don't know how to read charts yet, I'm not the best at it either. Depending on what pattern you like of hers, depends on whether check them to make sure if it's either a pattern only, or yeah, chart only. She labels it chart only, and then the other one she'll label chart and words or whatever, however she says it. So the Bliss, the one that I'm doing at the moment, the blue one, that is, it's got both. It's got the chart and it's got the written, and there's also a video tutorial attached to it, and it's the same with all of hers. They've all got video tutorials. So even if you fell in love with one that has just got the chart, you've still got the video that you can work alongside, so then you can sit there and work out how she does the chart, and write it down, and then you can try and maybe write the next row up that you'd be doing, and then check to see if you get it correct. That's what I'm going to be doing with one at a later point, and just to see if I understand how the chart itself works. It's nice just to play around sometimes like that. The choice is yours, Sabrina, whether you purchase it or not. As I said, 75% of the money raised from it will be going to Red Nose Day. The other 75% is to cover the charges and stuff that I'll get charged for selling a pattern on Revelry. So it's just a sneaky way for people to add a bit into the Red Nose bin. But as I said, the pattern, of course, for our Red Nose, which I should be wearing as a red pimple now, that is out tomorrow at 4 PM. I was quite chuffed with myself actually. The pattern got made, written up, the tutorial got made, and it all got uploaded today. And then just before I came on, I got a message saying you can't have this on Ravelry because it's got advertising on the picture, because I'd used the same picture for that as I had on my Instagram, and of course on the Instagram picture it's got a thing that says, are you ready for Friday, BBC One 7 PM. And I thought, oh pants. So I had to find the original and then tweak it and do all the bits and pieces to it to then send it over to myself on Facebook, to then take it off of Facebook to then use it on this computer because it was on my tablet, and I couldn't find my lead to plug my tablet into this computer to just take it off. As it, Teresa says, where's she gone? Oh right, yes, Teresa. So you're still learning to read the patterns. Yeah, sometimes it takes a little time, sometimes it doesn't. It depends, I think, on how a pattern is written. That's why with some of my other with my other patterns, I try to give as much detail as possible and do it in 2 or 3 different ways. So like with the blankets, you've got the chart, you've got the row counts, you've got the this, that, the other. With the jumper, there's going to be videos attached to that pattern. You've got the written words. Yeah, so you've got the chart, the written words, and this and that and the other. It's so many different. I do so many different ways of explaining the same thing in the hopes that one of them will resonate with whoever's reading it. Because of course I'm not the best when it comes to English anyway, because I'm dyslexic. So I'm not the best with the English, and but I'm getting better with simple charts. I can do simple charts no problem, and I can copy someone's simple chart, I can copy someone's video. So because I'm like that myself, I make sure I've got those bits in, and then of course I've got the written bit, and that's the bit that takes me the longest. It's the spell checking and making sure I've got the right abbreviations in the right spot. That's the bit that takes the most. Because for most people, you can sit there and you'll sort of read through an A4 page, sort of like that. I can read through the A4 page and it will give me a migraine. So I have to do it in small sections. So when I write up the pattern, I will type up the pattern in small sections. When I'm crocheting the pattern, I write it on my tablet and send it to myself in Facebook on Facebook Messenger, each section. And then of course it's just a case of transferring that over and typing it up from short speak which is how I write it, into a language that everybody else will understand, basically. Yeah, so Teresa says that she normally does videos. I must admit, to me, I find it easier doing the video because I can just pause it and catch up if I need to, and then start it again, or I can rewind it if I need to. Whereas with the written pattern, I end up having to cross out the bit that I've done. Otherwise, I'll end up doing the same bit over and over and over again because of my short-term memory issues. Sometimes it's really not fun. So Katrina's getting pushed out of her chair by... That's not chinchilla, is it? I don't know. I'm thinking little puppy dog. It's either a little puppy dog or a furry thing that likes to bury itself in sand. I haven't quite worked out the word on that one. But tell it he's got his own flipping seat. I bet it's either... It's got multiple cages and stuff. Why am I fuzzing? There we go. Hello, Utopia. Welcome in, darling. Right, I'll explain now. I'm a bit bat crazy. I'm rubbish with remembering people's proper names. So I will nick a bit of your name that you show up here and with, which of course your name is My Own Utopia. So I'll just be calling you Utopia. I hope you're okay with that. It's not me picking on you. It's just the fact that I'll never remember your name. It could be the same as mine and I still wouldn't do it. So hello to you. She says that Cindy from Life Entangled sent me over. Oh, sweet. Hopefully you enjoy the live, and hopefully you have a nose at the other content that's on the channel and you find something of interest. Teresa is saying hi, and Katrina is saying it's a little dog. Okay, so I did get it right, I think. Maybe not. It was 50-50, wasn't it? 50-50 on that one. So it's chin... No. Oh, I'm giving up on the word. I'm giving up. Joanne has sent me a pig. Okay, is that on Messenger or Facebook, darling? And Purple is saying hello to Kayleen. I'm having a guess that's Utopia, but I'm sticking to Utopia because I'll never remember it. Yeah, it must be because she says hello back. Oh no, I'm getting all confused. Sorry, confused. Right. It's okay, sweetheart. You completely understand. Thanks, babes. Sorry, I don't know you well enough to be calling you babes yet. But just know that just means I'm comfortable with you. Ah, via email. Now I've got to remember how to do it. I'll have a nose at it later, darling. Because is it something that would normally get included into a Whips, Bits and Chat on a Sunday? If it is, I won't open your email till later, till I'm ready to record. If it's a big thing. If it's a square, just say it's a square. Hey, Ninja's in the ads. She'll be back in a bit. She'll be in here in a second. Utopia is saying yes, her name is Kayleanne. Yeah, no, sticking to as it is. I hate getting people's names wrong. Joanne is saying she has. I do have it on her Facebook and Instagram. Okay. I'm intrigued. This is really evil. I haven't got my Instagram on this computer purposely, so I can't go off and start looking at stuff because otherwise you'll lose me completely. I'll forget what I'm doing and I'll be like, ooh, that's pretty. And you'll be like, what? And I'll just forget to mention anything. Now, what I did remember was that I forgot to set us up with a game this evening of some sort, because we sometimes do that, don't we? Well, say sometimes about it. We do it every week. Where have we gone? Come on, you, open up. And that one there can go away. There we go. And that can go as well. And that one there. Right. So let's see what you girls are saying again. Hey, Sandy sneaked in the door as well. Welcome in, gorgeous. Ninja's in the house finally. She got through their mats. Hello, darling. And Sandy's saying hello, sweetheart Poppy. Hello, my gorgeous. And she's also saying, hey, Jennifer, we meet again. Are you two stalking each other? And Sabrina's saying hello to Sandy. Teresa's saying hi to Ninja and also Sandy. So everyone's going to be saying hello to everybody else for a few moments. Right, now, because I've been so lapsed this month, I haven't actually got there's only a pattern set up for this month. I'm bad, I haven't got a new one. So what I was thinking was possibly a rerunning May the 4th. Because, hey, it's coming up. So if you haven't got May the 4th yet, stick your hands up. And we'll see if there's enough of you that would be happy to get a copy of May the 4th. Now I've got to work out if I've still got a picture of May the 4th on my tablet. Because as I said, I was not prepped. I was not prepared. Oh, right, okay. You sent me a picture of the dog. Liam's going to get all jealous, you know. They're really dinky things from what I remember, and they can fit in a handbag. So that's really dangerous, showing me a picture of a dinky dog that I could possibly nick. Saying that, my neighbour up the road, she has a dinky dog, and a Pipsqueak, my old cat, was massive compared to her. It was hilarious. I was like, look, if you wanted a cat-sized pet, why didn't you just get a cat? But then I am quite evil. Exactly, Sandy. May the 4th be with you. Yeah, so that is my thought. We'll go for May the 4th. Let's see if I've still got him. I don't know, you see. Because, of course, I've once I write out a pattern, sometimes I remove it from my thing here. And it looks like I have. Oh, pants. Oh, by the way, my favourite word at the moment is pants. So I expect to hear it a lot this week. Right, no, I'm sorry, I don't have a copy of May the 4th. I'm just trying to think if there is anywhere else where I would have hidden it. On my tablet, that is. No, I deleted it. Pants. Yep, definitely pants. Right. Okay, so May the 4th. Some clues are he's small, he's green, and he talks in riddles. There we go. And I'll tell you what, he's handy with a lightsaber. Right, and if you don't get that... Right, so there we go. Right, okay, so for your chance this evening... oh no, we did... Just having a look through from when we did the birthday... I did the birthday live with you guys. Right, okay. So, today what we're going to do is we are going to play a Guess the Song lyric. Okay, and so I'm going to type it into the chat bar in a few moments, and then you guys put in your guesses as to what it is, and then we'll see who gets in there first. Alright, so if you've already got the pattern or you don't want the pattern and your name and you're lucky enough to be the first in, just shout a re-roll and we'll roll it on to the next person, okay? Because really it's just for fun. Right, so this first one, are you ready? It is you know, I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. So, you know, I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. That is your song words. Right, so while you're doing that and you're thinking, oh crikey, what is that song? A couple of you are bound to know it. Bound to know it. Let's see what else were you girls saying. Zandy is saying hello to all her fabulous yarny friends. Teresa was saying she got that one, she believes. Okay. Sorry, Teresa. Join in anyway, babes. Utopia is saying that she loves the unicorn background blanket in the background. Thank you, darling. That one is, of course, available over on the Revelry shop, and there is a tutorial on the channel as well. Tangled has sneaked through the door with a hello, Angela. Ninja's saying hello. Tangled is saying hello to everybody. I will catch up with you in a minute, I promise. Jennifer's saying that you've got great taste in channels, Sandy. You two are sneaking around on all the best lives. Everybody is saying hello to everybody, and Sandy is saying pants with an exclamation mark. Okay, so you're in the US, so pants for you are the outer trousers, whereas pants for us are the bits that Superman wears on the outside of his tights. So it's basically another way of saying knickers. And Katrina was saying, at least I'm not swearing. I try my hardest not to. Every now and then I may drop an accidental F or a Jeff, but I do try not to. Because I never know who's going to be watching, so I try and make the rude words I use as kid-friendly as possible. That's one good thing about working in a care home. I learnt some words that you wouldn't have expected to be used nowadays as swear words. Yes, Teresa, it is the one with the coffee cup and the Santa hat. But I could always do it without the Santa hat if you've already won it once before. Joanne says that she followed me on Instagram. Thank you ever so much, darling, if that was aimed at me. I am not really the best with Instagram. I'm trying to get to grips with it, but one minute it works and my brain cell works and I remember how to post a picture, and the next minute I completely forget. Right, so we got Purple saying hello to Cindy. Sabrina has said she's got no idea. Oh, Sandy's in there with capital letters, but you got beaten, girl. You've got beaten by Purple, who says hopelessly devoted to you. And she even got in Olivia Newton-John. Crikey, that is one speedy typer. So congratulations, Purple. You have won a copy of the pattern if you haven't already got it. If you have, shout I've already got it and we'll roll it on. So congratulations to you, darling. But as I said, it's mainly for fun. But it's nice, because we're coming up to May the 4th, it'd be nice to get a couple more of May the 4th out to people like the newer crazies that have joined us this last year. And Sandy, don't worry about the caps, honey. It made it easier for me to read it. I need to go and get the eyes checked. I've got a bright light shining in them as well. It's not helping. Okay, so congratulations there. Ahmed is saying Jay Farah. Teresa is saying she's got to go and take a shower. Hopefully she'll catch us all later. Hopefully we'll see you soon, darling. Now remember, that tutorial is out tomorrow if you want to take a crazy picture of you with a crazy nose. Wibbly wobbly. And Purple is saying, pattern please. So remember the order, Purple, it is a case of popping back onto this video once it goes into replay and leaving a comment. then popping over and sending me an email, and then I will check you've done it, check you're still subscribed, which I know you are because you're on my chat, and you've got your subscriptions open, and then I will send you off a code and you pop that into your comment. We've done it a couple of times now, haven't we? So congratulations, winner. So Katrina's just, everybody's saying hello to everybody again, and Katrina's just legging it to go and get a drink. No problems, Purple. No, I'm just trying to think, have I got anything else to show you? Well, we've had Sandy's been in. Sandy, Red Nose Day over in the UK. I believe you might have something similar in America as well. But there is a pattern out for a little red nose and a big red nose. This is the big red nose. The little red nose is in the lounge. I forgot to bring it in with me. So there's adult and kid size. Okay, and the other one everyone was talking about beforehand was how far I've got on the blanket from, how can I forget her name? Courtney and Fibre Fox Studio. It's number 40. I haven't done that much, but I'm getting there. So I'll just give that a quick whiz again. And if you pop further up into the chat, there is a link for her Facebook, YouTube page, sorry, and her Etsy shop. Okay, and then the last thing that I've done this week is these 3 squares here, which are the block stitch done with 3 double crochets, done with 4 double crochets, and done with 5 double crochets between each join. They're the same, it all comes under the same name, but they're all slightly different. So, and that was today's release pattern. Okay, so that is that's today's pattern, and tomorrow's pattern's a red nose. Oh, busy bee me. Alright, so that's everything I've done this week. Not really a great deal to show you because it's all behind the scenes. Right, where have we gone? So let me see. Oh, you got Handmade saying hi to Jennifer. Left is right. Our Sandy is saying that she's seen Red Nose celebrated. It's on BBC TV this Friday at 7 PM GMT. But I believe there might be something over in America. I think you do it over in America as well. Sandy said that she held a campaign on her channel to get Courtney over 1K. She succeeded. That was actually, I remember you doing that because I've been watching Courtney since I think she'd only been going about 2 or 3 months when I first found her, because I found her on I've got an old channel that's under my maiden name or under a different name, and that was the channel I found her on. And then of course once I started up this channel and started putting out videos, I jumped over so she had 2 people following her, but they were both me. So yeah, that was ages ago, because of course she's been going for what, about 6 months more than me, I think, maybe a year longer than me. So Louise is saying that you do have a Red Nose Day over in the US. Oh, that's cool. That is good. It's nice to know that there are some things that jump over that are cheerful. We've just got Lenny Henry. Have you got Lenny Henry? Or who is your alternative to Lenny Henry, I should say? I must admit, oh, that bloke makes me giggle. He's been making me giggle for 30 years or however long it's been going on here in the UK now. Because he was one of the early ones. He's been on it pretty much every year since it started. And you girls have all gone quiet again. It's as if you're waiting for something. Are you waiting? Right, okay, so as you've gone a little bit quiet, we'll do another go at another song. Remember, you can join in if you've already got the winners only pattern. It just means we roll it on like we usually do. So the next song up, the words are just a small town girl living in a lonely world. I'm trying my hardest not to sing it, okay? I like this one. That's why I rolled my eyes, because it's like, don't sing it, concentrate on something else. So the words are just a small town girl living in a lonely world. So Purple is saying Red Nose Day started in 1988. She just googled it. Yep, I was a nipper back then. What was I then? 88, 10? No, 9. I'd have been about 8 or 9. We was only allowed to sit and watch it up until 9 o'clock, because in the UK back then 9 o'clock was the watershed. So they didn't show any of the hard-hitting documentary type sections back then. They left them until after watershed. So of course after watershed you then got the children in other countries starving and those images, and of course the kids back here that were really, really ill as well. So they didn't show those until after 9 o'clock, when the kids should be in bed. Should be. We used to sneak upstairs and watch it in my mum's room. She'd go ballistic. But hey, we still did it. So Utopia is doing clothes. I'm assuming that's as she's folding laundry, bless her. I hate that job. So Sabrina is, sorry, she is here, but she is just listening this evening because she is not feeling too well. That is perfectly fine, darling. And how am I going to say your name? Cree Design is saying hi. Hi, darling, and welcome in. And Amy was in there first. Congratulations, darling. That is Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Yeah, I best check. I did. We're okay. We're safe. So congratulations, Amy. Now the pattern today that you have won at this moment is the May the 4th. Now, if you already have that one, darling, please just say roll it on, and we'll roll it on to the next question. Right, okay, so Jennifer is saying she's wondering why she calls... Oh, sorry, I should do that. There we go. So Jennifer is saying she wonders why they call it the watershed. I don't actually know. Haven't got a Scooby-Dooby. Haven't got a clue. I can't even think of a valid reason, really. Unless, I don't know, it might be something to do with crime. Yep, so Amy's saying a yes please to that one. Right, Amy, you remember what you need to do, girl? Comment on this video, on this live once it goes into replay. Then fire me off an email stating winner, so I know. And then make sure that your subscriptions are open so that I can check you're a channel member, and I will fire you over a code for you to pop in your comment, just like we've done previously. Right, so that's Amy. Okay, and remember, girls, if you win tonight, you've got 3 days to claim, because you know about it, because you were here when it was announced. None of this holding on to it for hours and hours. Right, okay. So let's give you one more of these, because I need to run to the loo, and I'm going to grab my other little nose as well. Oh, you girls will get that one so easy. Oh. Okay, this is me. Oh. Just copy it. Silly thing. Right, okay. Every child of the 80s, 90s will know this one. And if you wasn't a child back then and you were a bit older, you'd have still known it. And as there's been a revamp, you'll know it now. So, ready? If it's something weird and it don't look good. Right, so if it's something weird and it don't look good, you know the rest of that phrase. I will be back in a moment. Oh. Da 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 da. Should have done it like that. Da 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 da. So, do I need to give you girls a bit more of a clue on this one? Or is it a case of put down that cake or cuppa and type quick? We have got ourselves a winner now. If you want it, shout yes please. So congratulations, Sandy, it's yours. The pattern's yours, and the answer was Ghostbusters. And yes, I purposely left out that last bit because if I had said the whole thing, it would have been done in 3 seconds flat. But I thought I'd test you a little bit there. So of course the proper wording is, if it's something weird and it doesn't look good, who are you gonna call? And then you lot shout Ghostbusters. So congratulations there, Sandy. Okay, so Ninja is saying, in broadcasting, the watershed is a time of day at which programming aimed towards mature adults and audiences is permitted. And Jen says that she knows that bit, which I think we all do. It's trying to find the actual meaning behind it, isn't it? Time to ask. Okay. Sorry, I'm just having a quick read. I'm just scooting through. What's it do? What do you mean by honey? Okay, so I just had a look, and Ofcom is giving us lots and lots of information, but not the thing we want, as in, why'd you call it that? So it really isn't working. I'll have to do a search and see if I can find the answer another day for you, and possibly tell you next week. So Sandy's saying, yes please, and I know the drill. Yes you do, Miguel. So contact me the same way you did last time, darling. Makes it a little bit easier for me as well, I think. I'm going to have to check to see if I got it on my tablet. Hey Sandy. Oh, that's brilliant. You're congratulating Sandy. And Jen has sneaked in the building. Hiya Jen, welcome in, darling. Right, okay, so we got a new crazy that's just walked through the door. Jen, you got kids in the family. Have you remembered your red noses for this year's Red Nose Day? There's one for Mummy and Nanny, and one for little ones. Now the tutorial is out tomorrow at 4 p.m. But if you wanted to get a jump start on it, the written pattern is over on the Revelry shop. It's a couple of quid. 75% of that will be going to Red Nose Day. The other 25 is just to cover the charges that I get charged for selling patterns. And so if you're interested, there's 2 really cool noses to turn up to the school gate with. So everybody is saying hello to everybody. Let's get, oh, what am I doing there? Jenny's saying she's never observed it, she doesn't know why. I think do you mean the red nose date or something else, darling? My brain's not here tonight. I'm doing well, I'm getting there. I'm still here, just. Oh, our Sandy is a dream. She either knows it or she searched it for us. Right, Sandy is saying the use of watershed alludes to the literal sense of the word, which is a range or stretch of high land defined in the areas drained by different rivers. Okay, I saw that. I didn't think that would have applied. But good on you, girl. Thank you. So yeah, it's basically another way of saying divide, isn't it? It's a divide between the times. Oh, the red nose, Jen. You've never really done it. I had the girls. I had no choice. They wouldn't shut up about it, so it was like, yeah, here you go, watch that. But then, of course, I also enjoy watching the programme. I don't enjoy the clips where they try to guilt trip you, but I enjoy the rest of it. Because of course, once you've seen a couple of the red nose, they all sort of blend in, don't they? But the comical side of it, and the clips and everything else is lots and lots of fun, and I find it quite enjoyable for the most part. Right, just trying to think if we got anything else. I've got nothing else to talk to you girls about. I am really yeah, my brain's gone. It's shutting down, girls. Oh, should have guessed we're nearly up to the 1.5 hour mark. It normally happens about now, doesn't it? Right, okay, so our next song is He Shook Me Up, He Took Me by Surprise, He Had a Pickup Truck and the Devil's Eyes. That is, he shook me up, he took me by surprise, he had a pickup truck and the devil's eyes. Sandy, stop swearing at me, women. Total, I have made, you're saying how many poppies? In total, over the entirety, I have made a 2,600, and as of this year, I've made squat diddly nothing, nothing. I'm still undecided whether I'm going ahead and doing that this year, because if I do too many, then I will be classed as a business and this, that, the other, and there's lots of other things I would need to jump through. So I could probably get away with 400 to bring it up to 3,000 if I choose to. But if I go really above that, then I've got to be classed as a business or a producer, because I'm making a big batch. It would be classed as mass producing. So maybe I'll do 400 and maybe I'll do none, but I'll definitely be at the tables collecting like I have done for the last 6 years. Can't stop now. I've got to get to 10 years of collecting. Sandy is saying she knows. Oh, I thought you might do, and I've got a feeling you know all the moves to this one as well. Katrina is saying she doesn't have a clue. Handmade was guessing AC/DC and nope. Ginger is saying watershed. Maybe it's because it's after kids' bath time. Sabrina says she still doesn't know. Sandy is coming with the correct answer. She couldn't hold out any longer. But our next person, she's already won it tonight. Has she? Hasn't she? No, she hasn't. Sandy, have you got May the 4th? Do you want May the 4th? If you do, shout, because it's yours. Where are we gone? Yep, so we got Time Warp, we got Time Warp, we've got Time Warp, Rocky Horror Time Warp. Sweet. Right, so Jennifer is saying the word water, the term watershed was introduced in 1964, and bottles are down to responsible TV viewing, which we know. But does it come down to division rivers or upstairs downstairs, i.e., good kids go to bed? I.e., get kids to bed? Laugh out loud. I don't know. I still don't. But that's not a bad one either, is it? The kids, it could be the kids are crying because you're sending them to bed and they know Doctor Who's after a certain time. Oh no, Doctor Who was like 7:30 back in the day, wasn't it? But there'll be something, some film or something that the kids wanted to watch. Handmaid is saying, Richard O'Brien. Crikey, she even knows who penned the Rocky Horror. Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? I didn't put it on. I didn't write it down. Told you, brain is like a sieve tonight. Right, okay, so I was going to jump. So what I'm going to do there is, of course, Sandy was first one in. Jen, have you got a copy of May the 4th yet, honey? I have a feeling you may do. Remember, it was from this time last year. So have a nose. If you haven't got it, Jen, and shout haven't got it, and you will be able to claim it. If you have got it, because you're one of my avid collectors, then I'll have to give another question out, won't I? Jen does. Okay, so we are going for another question. Coral, it feels like the last live of the month today. Right, okay. So our next one is the evil in the air and I'll start that again. Right, this one is there's evil in the air, there's thunder in the sky, and there's a killer on the bloodshot streets. And that last couple of words should give it to you. That is, there's evil in the air and there's thunder in the skies and killer on the bloodshot streets. Right, and Jenny's asking, is there a new pattern coming soon? Are we talking a winner only pattern, darling, or are we talking a standard pattern? We have got the standard pattern for this week is these ones, and that is out tomorrow. And then we have the pattern only pattern, which is the Cant jumper, and that'll be out hopefully next week or the week after. It depends on how quick my testers can get back to me with the finished photographs. And then there'll be another tutorial hopefully next week or the week after, which is a freebie tutorial for you guys, for you to make something nice. Right now, Katrina, read them rules. We do not pass on the winner only patterns, you cheeky monkey. The winner only patterns are for the person that's name is winner only patterns are for a bit of fun. And as for a new winner only pattern, I've got to be really careful because I'm running out of them as well, and I don't really intend to make any more of them because they're not patterns that I can sell. And I've got to make sure I weigh it up, because with the winner only patterns I'm giving away 20 of those at least a month normally. So that's 20 of my lovely crazies. Okay, they've got a freebie you've got a pattern, and hopefully some of you are making them. But it's a pattern then that you're not making a different pattern of mine, you're only making the winner onlys. Or you're just collecting them for collecting them's sake because they look pretty in your binder. Because That's the other one as well. I'm still waiting for one of you to come back with oh, what's he called? My Drunken Elephant, or whatever I called him. Accident Prone Elephant. I'm waiting to see that one. That is one that I really want to see made up. But he's a big one to play with, that one. Right, okay. Yeah, we're on to this one. Okay, so the evil in the air and there's evil in the air and there's thunder in the sky and killer on the bloodshot streets was the question, or the song I should say. And Knitting Purple has gone and done it again with a Bat Out of Hell. I bet she's humming it now. I know I am, in the back of my head. It's going round and round and round. So congratulations there, Knitting Purple. And as you've already got it, I'll have to give out another question. Have we got another one? Didn't I do that one already? Yes. I'm running low. Fingers crossed I find one. Did that one. Right. I'm not going to do all of this one because I'm going to be too busy trying not to sing it. So let's see how we go with this one. This is a more recent tune, okay? And the words are, it is just like the ocean under the moon. That is, it's just like the ocean under the moon. I think that was like 90s, early 2000, but it's newer. It's newer than some of the others. Meatloaf. Didn't get, Jennifer was just guessing. It's alright. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Jenny's asking about the winner onlys. Yeah, as I said, with the winner onlys, I'm starting to. It's not that I'm running out of ideas, but I'd rather spend time doing something else. So I think I've got about another 4 or 5 of them left. So I'm going to start having to get to the point where I'm not handing out as many on lives. Otherwise, you lot will be sitting there twiddling your thumbs, going, "I'm waiting for a new one. Give us a new one, Ange." Okay, so Amy is saying watershed, an event or period, is important because it represents a big change in how people do or think about something. Okay, that's another way of looking at the watershed. Jen's saying, okay, gotcha, don't blame you. Thanks, babe. Purple is, hold on, Purple got it, she said roll it. And then we're on to, and then next one is just like the ocean under the moon. Sabrina is heading off now. It's TV time with her lad. Goodbye, darling. Have a lovely evening. Tuck yourself warm and make sure you eat something nice. And get better soon, honey. How on earth did you lot get this one? I didn't actually know the physical name of this one, but a couple of you have come in and said it straight away. And our first one up is Handmade. Congratulations, darling. You have said Santana. Then you came back in featuring Rob Thomas. And the song Smooth. So congratulations, you've covered all the options on that one. So the rest of the words for that sentence was, and it's just like the ocean under the moon. Oh, and it's the same as the emotion that I get from you. You got it, Handmade. Handmade, you won. You got it. Jill. Okay, so this is where you turn around now and tell me you've already got May the 4th. Congratulations, darling. So, are you claiming or am I rolling it on for another question? What are we on? We're on 8:30 now. So has anybody seen if there is anybody else coming on live within the next few moments that maybe we could go and raid? Utopia is saying, okay, she is listening. It's time for her to make dinner for her boys. Thank you ever so much, darling, for joining in this evening. And design is nabbing that pattern. Or handmade, sorry. So congratulations to you, darling. Now remember, all my winners this evening, if you can make sure that you put a comment onto this video once it goes into replay, and then fire me over an email stating winner. That would be absolutely brilliant. Then I will check that you're subscribed and you've got your subscriber open and all that. Then fire you over an email with a code word which you will need to put into the end of your comment. Okay, you don't need to hide it, just stick it, open up your comment, stick it straight on the end. Done and dusted. Once I see that, of course, I will then fire you over your pattern. Sorry, I got all waylaid then. So let me see. We've got Ola Joe is alive. Okay, where's my thingy? There we go. There's our Ola Joe. Oh, she's talking about hooks and crochet tools tonight. Okay, so let's go and raid her. I will copy her link. I will stick it up here. I'm feeling so confident today. This is brilliant. This is like the third link. And then I will pop it up. Right, so as I said, I'm going to head off now. Thank you ever so much, everybody, for joining me this evening. It was lovely to see you all again. And I think we had fun. I hope you had fun. I know I definitely did. And as you can tell, my brain is starting to shut down and the goblin brain aren't working. Just in time to go over to Ola Joe's. Right, I will see you all really soon. So if you can, please stay in and definitely stay safe. Ta-ra for now, everybody. And now I've got to remember how to turn this off. Bye. Stop.